So we're making an unscheduled stop here at the St. George Dinosaur Discovery Site at Johnson Farm. And they've got the only Celadiosaurus in America. And they start out with some stuff on paleontology. And some small little fossils, including one that's in a magnifying glass. Dinosaur poop. Yeah, we held dinosaur poop the other day. And some different tools. Anyway, let's go into where the dinosaurs are. Some of these footprints are hard to see, but some of them are easy, like this one. That's a dinosaur footprint. This one's Eubrontes, is the name of the dinosaur. So this little guy is a Eubrontes. And same as the last track, there's his footprint. It's a pretty big footprint. See the size of my hand? This is another Eubrontes here. And there's one there. There's a skeleton they found in the rock. And here's something. Gray letter tracks. Which I guess is what these are here. Kind of see some little tracks there. His feet were not so big. This is a Selanicus. And his tracks right there. See him going right down through there? This is showing how they split these two rocks apart and that there are tracks there. And here's one you're allowed to touch. Anomopius is what this one's called. He's got a pretty big footprint. These are Scutellosaurus tracks. This guy here. This is a Megapanosaurus. And he has like little claw-like feet. Oh, here's this, but they're on this big stone wall. I never really realized the stone wall had the footprints on it. So we got a long track of him. That's this guy here. Walking across in different directions. Looking at this one here, you can actually see the claw marks even. And this one's called a deep Eubrontes, where he stepped really deep into the mud and left a track. And these are like petrified mud cracks, where the mud dried up and had cracks, and then the cracks filled up, and then what they petrified. And these are stromatolites, the earliest life forms on the planet. They were like a bacteria, and these are fossils. So these are swim tracks, where the dinosaur was swimming and his claws just touched the bottom while he was swimming. There's a really nice Eubrontes track that you're allowed to touch. It's got a big toe, really big toe. This is a Megapanosaurus, and that's his track right there. There's a couple of prints side by side, like he was just standing. And now we get some bones. This one on the left is a Utahraptor. It's the right leg. And that one next to it, which is much taller, is an Allosaurus. And this is a Tabarasaurus foot. A Tyrannosaurus left footprint. It's big. This is my waist high here. That's a big footprint. The Ulceraceratops. You know what he looks like? Yeah, that there. He's got like a big bones, big feet. And then there's just a whole bunch of footprints. And there's this little guy here. See his footprints. Well, here's one that's so well preserved. You can see the skin on the dinosaur's foot. What it looked like, little small round scales. This is the wall of tracks. I'm not going to show all the tracks, but over here where the light is, you can really see some of them good. But this wall is huge. And there's all kinds of dinosaur tracks on it. There's another one with skin impressions. And this is a fish. An armored covered fish. Gray leather track, that's a pretty good one. There's an Anthonophoros leg. So this is the first Chaetopus footprint that they found at the site. And this is a Solidosaurus in the death pose. This is how he was found. And they've got this guy actually walking right in his prints that he made. And this entire rock they've assembled, and it's got prints all over it. They've got them kind of marked on here, but it's really hard to shoot this with the camera in here. You got a lot of nice dinosaur footprints here. I can't show you all of them. They have 60,000 of them, which makes it a little tough to do a YouTube video. It's an awful lot of this one kind of dinosaur running around though. It says it right here. This is Lake Dixie. 198 million years ago. This was the shore of a lake, and this is the actual surface here. They built the building over this. And these are all gray leather tracks. It would have been on the shore, on the beach, at the edge of the lake. And it says that these marks here, each of these things are slip marks where they slipped going up the hill in the mud. It says that's a baby gray leather track. And right beside it's a Brachiopods trackway. Brachiopods tracks. These are kind of down below me, but they're really small. These things are about the size of a cat track, like a house cat. And these little bitty tracks here are the claw marks from a mammal. I'm not sure what kind of mammal, other than it was a mammal. Small, one of our ancestors possibly. And these ripple marks in the rock show that this was a shoreline of a lake where the water just lapped at this shoreline. And then there is some tracks here that might be a little difficult to see on film to show a running dinosaur, because there's a track, there's a track. They're so far apart he was running. There's a track there. You can see where they put the little labels, how far apart his feet were. So you can see there's a track there. It's just kind of hard to make out. But these prints here are fairly easy to make out. But then you move over here, and so those are footprints. This is a hand print and a hand print. And then right there, which you can't really tell, it's supposed to be his butt print. He was sitting here with his hands in the mud. So I could show the paintings on the wall that match the lake here. This is what it was supposed to look like with some of these dinosaurs. So you got this guy here. This is the flying dinosaurs. And this is the one we've been seeing tracks of, this thing. And right here on the shore of the lake, see? And here it's showing what it was like under the lake. Some pretty toothy fish. And some things that just crawl. I didn't see these on the wall. Here's some tracks on the wall. this thing sitting here would have looked something like that. He was sitting with his hands. And it says these bumps here and these little knobby holes here were tadpole nests from prehistoric tadpoles. And so I'll show the back side of this guy. Footprints.